Hi and welcome to Big Size Piano. So in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you what number system is, how it is being used, and the importance of what number system is. Now many people do not really know what number system is. Once you know what number system is and once you know how to use it, your musical journey will be much more easier in the terms of playing the keyboard, because it also helps you move around with different keys and play very well in different keys. Now, for you to understand what number system is, you need to be able to play your scales. You need to know all your chords on every diatonic chords. You need to be able to play them fluently for number system to be able to work well for you. Because if you don't really have a firm grip of your chords and your scales, number system might be a little bit difficult for you. And other people, they like to use solfege when playing the keyboard, which is good, but as piano players, even as instrumentalists, you need to be able to use number system because it would benefit you in every way. Now, what is number system? Number system is representing the alphabet into numbers, just generally taking all the scale degrees and putting each and every one of them into numbers. And I'm going to be explaining how it works on the keyboard. Have you ever been in a room full of different musicians who play different instruments, and you are the one playing the piano, and you come together and one of them just says, okay everybody, let's play a 1-5-6-4 chord progression, and you'll be like, okay, what's a 1-5-6-4 chord progression? You're going to be lost because you don't really understand what 1-5-6-4 chord progression, and everyone is going to be playing because they already have an idea of what that 1-5-6-4 chord progression is, but you don't know, which is why it helps you to know what number system is. So if you do not want to be in that situation where you be like, what's a number system? Stick with this video and ensure you learn everything you can learn from here. So now let's move right into the keyboard where I'll be showing you how to play them. Okay, so if you want to try the number system on the key of C. Now you can see we have our scale that is on the key of C major. So once you want to play, you want to put the numbers into the scales, you just do this. Now you have C. Now the first note will be categorized as number 1. The next one, which is D, will be number 2. The next one, which is E, will be number 3. The next one, which is F, will be number 4. The next one, which is G, will be number 5. The next one, which is A, will be number 6. The next one, number 7. The next one, number 8, which is the octave. So that is generally how number system is used. It's just generally putting numbers into the scales. So the scales changes, but the number doesn't. So we're going to do it again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 numbers in total. So now once you build a chord, once you want to build diatonic chords on the key of C, you have C major, which is number 1. Number 2 will be D minor. Number 3 will be E minor. Number 4 will be F major. Number 5 will be G major. Number 6 will be A minor. Number 7 will be B diminished, and number 8 will be the octave. We don't really use the 8 that much because it's like a repetition of the number 1. Now, I can imagine some questions are going in through your head and be like, okay, how do I tell which number is the minor chord and which number is the major chord? Now, the 1, 4, and 5 will always be major chords. The 1, 4, and 5 will be major, while the 2, the 3, and the 6 will be minor. I'll do that again. The 1, 4, and 5 will be majors, and the 2, 3, and 6 would be minor. So generally that's how it is. So once you have the C major as the 1, so you have the 4, which is the F major, you have the 5 as the G major. So that's the 1, the 4, and the 5. So the 2, 3, and the 6, which you have the 2, which will be minor, which is the D minor, the 3, which will be E minor, and the A, which will be A minor. So that's how you have it, the 2, 3, and 6, while the 1, 4, and 5 is the major. So you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the A minor, 7, and then the octave. So that's how number system works. It's just you representing the numbers into the chords and the scales. So if you want to try the same thing on another key, you just take that same numbers and put them into another key. It makes it much more easier for you to navigate your way through. So now let's do this on the key of G. Let's say you want to put in that same numbers, the number system, you want to use it on the key of G. So the first thing you need to do is to play your G major scale, right? So you play your G major scale, you have G. So now you know that on the key of G, the F sharp has to be there. So when you're building your diatonic chords, you take note of the F sharp, So now, your 1 would now be G on the key of G. You remember when we did it on the key of C, our number 1 was on the key of C, right? But this time around, the chord number has changed. So the number 1 will now be G, the number 2 will be D minor, the number 3 will be B minor, number 4 will be C major, number 5 will be D major, number 6 will be E minor, number 7 will be diminished, and the number 8 will be the major. Remember what I said, the 1, 4, and 5 will always be major, and then the 2, 3, and 6 will always be minor. So you should always take note of that when you're building the chords. So once you have the number 1, the G major, number 2, the A minor, number 3, the B minor, number 4, the C major, number 5, the D major, number 6, the E minor, number 7, the F sharp diminished, number 8, which is the octave. So generally, that's how it is. So if you do this in another key, you're going to have that same thing. If you do it on the key of A, all you need to do is play the A major scale. Once you play the A major scale, you then put in the numbers in there. You will notice that the alphabets will change, but the numbers remain the same. So when you find yourself in a room and someone says, okay, Favor, play a 1, 5, 6, 4 on the key of F major or on the key of G major, you should be able to do that following the scale and following the diatonic chords. As I said earlier, when you want to use number system, you need to know your scales and your diatonic chords. So now let's say you want to play a 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression on the key of G major now. So what you need to do, you need to first sort out your scales, you need to sort out the chords. So you play your scale, so you have your G major scale. So now you sort it out, okay, which one is the 1? The 1 is a G major. Remember I said 1, 4, and 5 will always be majors, while the 2, 3, and 6 will always be minor. So you have your 1, which is the major. You have your 5, so you sort out where's your 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the D major. Now where's the 6? The 6 is the E, which is the E minor. Where's your 4? Your 4 is the C, which is the C major. And then you build the chords on those aspects. So you have your 1, the G major, you have your 5, the D major, you have your 6, which will be minor, and then you have your 4, which will be C major, and then you go back to your 1. So this chord progression is the most popular chord progression that they have out there, the 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression. Once you can play that progression, you've played almost 1,000 songs that are there. So you have the 1, the 5, the 6, the 4, and then the 1 chord. So generally, that's how number system works. If I should take this to the key of A, I could do the same thing on the key of A, the 1, the 5, the 6, the 4, and then the 1 again. I was using inversions. It's very essential for all instrumentalists and all musicians to have an idea of how number system works. So try to avoid using the transpose button and try to use the number system to guide you in all the scales that you play. And practice makes perfect. The more you practice it, the more you get used to it. So ensure you always practice it, use it at all times, and you'll be fine. If this helps, kindly hit the like button, because this is the channel where I teach you how to play hymn songs, I teach you how to play popular Nigerian songs and other songs too, and also basic tips one should know as a beginner and as an intermediate player. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!